Um, so yeah, it's my Gibson 335 left-handed from, when is it from? I think, it's hard to see, 2004 maybe. It's cherry red. It's yeah, it's got classic 57 pickups in there, and they've been coil split, so the tone pots flick them into single coils. It was like that when I bought it. Never really use it. It's, yeah, you get a 335 for nice big, well for me, nice big thick chords and lead work, and I've got Strats and, you know, tellies for single coil stuff, so I've never really got the split picking. But this guitar is fantastic. The setup is amazing. You've got really, really nice frets. You've got the lovely kind of side binding you can see there. The tuners, Grovers, it never goes out of tune. It's yeah, an absolutely fantastic guitar. And yeah, I've managed to keep it spotless. The neck for me is perfect. I'm 6'2", hands are quite big, but this just feels really, really nice. I've had Les Pauls before that I just couldn't get on with because of the neck, and this one just feels not too big, not too small, just perfect in the hand. The intonation's great on it. Yeah, I think as far as Gibsons go, this is a good one. I've had Gibsons before that have been dreadful, so they come from the factory. They're supposed to be plecked on a pleck machine, and they just sounded trash, real trash. You know, I could not get the intonation right, no matter how many times you got it reset up, restrung it, whatever you tried, I just could not get it feeling right. There are always some notes in some frets that just went out, whereas this one, everything is bang on. It just feels great to play. You pick it up, you don't want to put it down. That's what you want from a Gibson, and they're not cheap. I mean, this was probably a couple of grand new, but being left-handed, you just cannot find them. So it's a lot of money to splash out on a guitar, especially when there's not many to go and play. So luckily, I found a guy selling this one about an hour from me, and yeah, picked it up, played it, tried it out, and it was just, yeah, exactly what I wanted. Growing up as a guitar fan, 335s, I think I started with probably Back to the Future, so the Marty McFly scene, he's on his knees and he's got a cherry red, what I thought was a 335, I think it's actually a 355, but just looks stunning. And then being a Brit going through in the 90s, you had the likes of Oasis with, you know, big cherry red 335s, Noel Gallagher with his Union Jack on there, and since then bands like, oh, I don't know, Silver Sun Pickups make a really nice racket with a 335. So yeah, I've never really got on with Les Pauls, so I tried to find something that I could gel with that had humbuckers, and this is it for me. I started on Strats and tellies, and then yeah, flipping to a Les Paul, just couldn't get on with it, whereas this, it just, yeah, it feels great, plays great. So for anyone that's struggled with Les Pauls, I would say try 335. I find them much easier to play, they feel nice, they're much lighter because they're semi-hollow. So yeah, if you've had issues with Les Pauls, I highly recommend, if you can find one, and if you're a lefty, getting one of these, because yeah, it's great. I'm never going to sell this. It's, yeah, it's a fab guitar. And being semi-hollow, you can play it acoustically at home. So this is, without it plugged in at all, just me strumming away. Feels great, sounds great. You can practice on it, you can write songs on it, and of course when you plug it in, it absolutely screams. It's got 57s in there, and I think with semi-hollows, they've got a tendency to squeal if you overdrive them too hard, but so far, touch wood, I've had no issues with this at all. I've gigged it, rehearsed with it, jammed with it. It's yeah, I like to play pretty loud, so I've got well, I had an AC30, I've now got a Fender Twin, and my board's got Rat on it. It's got an OCD, Tube Screamer, yeah, Big Muff, and all kind. Well, I've got delays, reverbs, pitch shifters, all kinds of stuff, and Yeah, I mean, if you put it all on together and you smash the overdrive, it is going to howl, but I think any guitar would. I've never found feedback to be an issue with this guitar playing live. It's just been great. And again, even just playing quietly, feels great. And bar chords. Lead stuff is not really going to work. I mean, but yeah, it's fab. I'll do a plugging in demo of this one so you can see what it sounds like. Yeah, I'm in the UK. I'm a Brit, and yeah, although our house is pretty big, there's going to be no Fender Twin or AC30 getting maxed out. My neighbours would go absolutely mad. And to be fair, most people like me, especially in lockdown at the moment, they're not going to be smashing out a Fender Twin. You want to know what it sounds like on your gear at a regular volume. So we might plug in the Twin and just go on a regular house volume. But I mean, I've got the Pod Go over there, which has got all the Helix models in there. Sounds great. And then my favourite amp for rehearsing, the Yamaha THR10. If you guys haven't seen one before, I see them as the perfect rehearsal amp or practice amp at home. THR stands for third, and the idea is you've got your big gigging amp like an AC30, a Twin. You've then got your second amp, which may be AC15 Deluxe Reverb. But again, those guys are still too loud to play at home to get good tone. I've had both, and you can't flicker on and play nicely. You've got to crack them to get the tone, and then it's too loud. So with the THR10, it's like almost like a lunchbox amp, sits on your desk, but the tone is fantastic. I mean, for Fender cleans and Marshall growl, yeah, it's just great, and I'll demo it and you guys will see. But I highly recommend checking out the Yamaha THR10. It's a fab rehearsal amp. But yeah, I mean, this is probably my favourite guitar at the moment. But yeah, I'm never going to go rid of it. I've always wanted a 335 cherry red, and this is the one. I was really lucky to find one at a good price that's in great condition and plays well. And yeah, I mean, if you see one locally, grab one. They're definitely worth it. And I know Gibson have had their issues over the years, but this one is fab. I think it was from around. I'll find out. I'll put it in the description, but I think it's around 2010. Yeah, it's just great. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll plug it in.